Welcome to Matters That Matter. In today's episode, we are going to look at how to start a sustainable business. One of the decisions I made in recent times that gives me a lot of pleasure is the fact that I went back to school to study for another degree in business administration, strategic management option. Though I have 3 other degrees in other areas, the master's degree in business administration opened up my mind to new ways of perceiving reality. It has enabled me acquire financial literacy and directed my research interests into business administration and entrepreneurship. The question that has occupied my mind in recent times is, why do majority of the startup businesses fail in the first 5 years? Research shows that well up to 95% of the businesses die before the 5th birthday. In my research, I have discovered that some businesses are set up in such a way that they have to fail. Here are 7 things that you should do if you want to start a sustainable business. Number 1, develop a business plan and strategy for your business. Let me explain this by giving an example. A lady friend of mine approached me recently with an idea of starting a business. She told me that she wants to sell shoes. I was happy that at least the lady appreciates the importance of starting another revenue stream to supplement her income. I asked her to tell me if she had identified her core customers and the approach she was going to use. She got offended and accused me of discouraging her. Here is a typical example of one who wants to start a business without a business plan, without a vision, without goals, without objectives, without projections and anticipated risks and how to manage them. Without a business plan, you are headed nowhere. Number 2, avoid replication of what exists. When we think of starting a business, we always want to do what others around us are doing. We seem to be building a nation of copycats. I was recently invited by a church organization to talk to members of the church about pastoral economic empowerment. Before I started my workshop, I gave each one of the 60 members who attended my training pieces of paper and asked them to write what type of business they would start if given 100,000 Kenya shillings each. 45 of them indicated they wanted to buy motorcycles and start border business. The remaining said they would start poultry projects and rear chicken. These preferences were not based on any tangible reason, but because they have seen other people in the village do the same. This is a big mistake. Number 3, invest in certain businesses at the right time in life. Let me give you an example of a good friend of mine. He retired 5 years ago and was given a lump sum amount of 6 million Kenya shillings in form of pension. Without any financial advice, he opted to invest in real estate in the village shopping center. He built 3 rental houses and the money was over. Tenants have not been forthcoming. The houses remained unoccupied for 2 years. The monthly pension he used to get was very little. The old man died last year. Here is the folly of investing the only money you have in a risky business that you are not sure of at the age of 65 years old. Number 4, Do not start a business with the idea of competing others. Seek to learn from those in business. Learn from them and identify the service that they are not offering. This then becomes your entry point. It is the quality of the idea that matters in business. You must identify a gap you want to fill. Once you have a good idea, you will always find ways of financing your project. Number 5, do not start a business if you lack passion and know-how. I have talked to many young people who want to start businesses because they have no jobs. It is not that they have a passion for what they want to do, but just to make do. I recently met a youngster who studied for a bachelor's degree in agricultural education and extension. He was a teacher in a small school earning 10,000 Kenya shillings before COVID-19 pandemic struck. He was so desperate and asked me to help. I gave him an offer. I was ready to give him half an acre of land and finance him as long as he gave me a business plan. So far, he has not done it. He recently told me he wants me to buy him masks to sell along the road. It is unfortunate that this young man has no passion for what he studied and cannot mine what he studied to make a living with the offer I gave him. Doing business in your area of expertise enables you to apply the knowledge you learned. Number 6, discipline and financial literacy. If you lack discipline and financial literacy, you are headed nowhere. Lack of financial discipline will definitely crash your business. You find someone doing fairly well in some business, then he diverts or she diverts the profits he gets into social investment instead of reinvesting and growing the business. Social investment is a luxury that you cannot afford if you want to grow your business. Number 7 and last, identify your customer base and be in touch with your customers. How you treat your customers once you establish your business matters a lot. Customers give you ideas on how to improve your business. If you fail to cultivate a good rapport with your customers, they will soon or later migrate elsewhere. On that note, we come to the end of today's episode. I would like to invite you to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.